3 years ago, I was in the lowest point of my life, and I accidentally realized how to build discipline. And the proof to that is me today. I have built a really aesthetic body, muscular one. In only 6 months, I've run a half marathon. And I also do all of this hard work consistently, every day. And for almost half of the days, I'm not motivated to put in the work. I don't really feel like it, but I do it anyway, and that's discipline. So bro, just sit down, relax, because in this video I will teach you exactly how I went from no discipline at all to being pretty fucking disciplined, right? 3 years ago I reached the lowest point of my life, and I really wanted to change. I had a lot of motivation, desire to change at first, and I took my before photo. But it didn't stick very long. After a few months, not even months bro, after a few weeks, I lost motivation. So I was really fat at the time and I wanted to lose weight, and I started to not feel like eating less food, to not feel like working out and going for a walk and burning calories. I started to feel the motivation. So I took different approach than most people. Instead of doing this extremely hard thing with discipline and burning myself out, I decided to still use discipline, still do the work that I knew that I needed to do, but I didn't do the hard version of it. I didn't do the 60 minutes, 70 minutes, 90 minutes of lifting weights. I took this extremely hard challenge for me at the time. Today I work out 6 times per week for more than 1 hour, right? I took this extremely hard challenge and I made it easier, but I still didn't feel like doing it. So instead of not doing it, I pushed with discipline. But I pushed with discipline using an easier version of this challenge. I was capable of doing it because I made it easier. I wasn't very hard working at the time, and that's how you start to develop discipline in the first stages, when you are not that hard working, when you are not that disciplined. You start small and you still do this thing that suck, and that's where the science gets into place. According to science, I heard it on the Andrew Huberman podcast with David Goggins, right? So, according to science, you develop discipline by not only doing this extremely hard challenge, you also need to not feel like doing it. Even if you will do it when you don't feel like it, you will develop discipline. That's how you develop it. So that's why you are making this challenge a lot easier, but you are still doing it. Because this challenge by itself is the thing that sucks, but we don't want it to be so hard that you won't be able to sustain it for a long enough time frame until it will become a habit of yours. So you will actually develop discipline by actually doing it. And then when it becomes a habit, when it becomes easy. So I will give you a few habits in the end of this video, and there is also like a full protocol in the description that you can check out right now. But before that, the whole premise behind building discipline is to make sure that it continues to suck. And in some point in the future, this hard thing, this thing that sucks right now, will stop to suck and you will get used to doing it. And that's a sign that you need to get bigger, that you need to make it harder or longer in terms of time frame. So let's say instead of working out for 20 minutes, working out for 60 minutes, or just make it harder in terms of effort. Instead of just training your technique in the gym, go all out and push to failure, right? And then you will go on and continue using this system, right? It gets easier, you make it harder, you keep pushing with discipline, it becomes a habit again, you make it harder, loop, right? And that's how you basically build discipline, right? And a few habits that I use to develop discipline are running, going to the gym, reading, working on some goal, and meditating. So these are the main ones, right? If you want to see my full guide on discipline, you can click on this video. And if you want to check out my full protocol to accelerate in your life, link in the description. You can like and subscribe if you want to see more videos like this one, and I will see you in the next video. Bye bro.